like to welcome you to the ribbon cutting ceremony for Aimtron Foundation and also the building dedication for American Pinball. It's wonderful to see so many of you here today, our business partners, our customers, our suppliers, and pinball enthusiasts, and of course our supporters of our efforts in the community for the Aimtron Foundation. We're especially honored to have our elected officials here today, and I would like to introduce them and welcome them to our event.
Well, thank you for coming here today. It's really great to see so many familiar faces from everyone in Palatine, from the Chamber of Commerce, from people that I know from some of my former careers in nonprofit, in Palatine, and all around. So, and the pinball community too. It's really great to share this space with such amazing colleagues that build such amazing products, such really, really fun and awesome manufacturing that happens right here in Palatine. Thank you to our honored guests. Thank you, Mayor Schwanz. Thank you to Congressman Kasten for joining us today.
I'd like to welcome you all to the grand opening ceremony of Aimtron Foundation and building dedication for the American Pinball. I would like to first welcome Honorable Mayor and Congressman San Kasten. Also, I would like to, welcome a couple of people has some other appointments or left, Tom Morrison and other people, so that's welcome to them also. All the, delegated representative and members of Chamber of Commerce. I really appreciate for your time today. I would like to also welcome the pinball experts. One here, and there is I heard a lot about pinball today, and the whole pinball community. They are not here, might be listening somewhere else, so I would like to welcome them also. Also our media partners, our friends, customers, supply chain partners, and also all the professionals we have, some of the bankers and CPA firms and all those people, so welcome from them also. Last not the least, but I would like to welcome my whole global Aimtron team. All the managers are here. Some, we have a manufacturing factory in India, so we have some people over there, they're watching there also. So thank you for, and my family back home, my parents. Today, this is not only a day of celebration, but also a realization of a dream born out of a keen sense of gratefulness to Almighty, to my parents, to great ancient culture, and to those who gave me my parents and those who empowered me in realizing this concept of giving back to society, in realizing this concept of the importance of education and supporting the family values. As a young farm boy, I learned a lot, hardworking, community services as a part of the daily routine. I also learned and realized the value of, education. Something my parents instilled me, despite them never getting a chance to go to school. There were no school in my village or in small villages. There is a lot of Indian villages, not so schools. My mom just read under the moonlight, and my father never went to school. So he never, can sign his name also. Today, we are celebrating two things, two items. One is American Pinball, and Aimtron Foundation is second. So I'll take the Aimtron Foundation first, because always giving back to society is always preceding. So back in 2017, I established the Aimtron Foundation as a non-profit arm of Aimtron group of companies. We knew that this is going to grow, and that's where we started the process also giving back to society is my personal dream also. So we started Aimtron Foundation under Section 501c3, tax exempt in 2017. And it's a tax exempt, but we don't directly or indirectly collect the funds or go for donation. We try to work different way. So we actually, in India also, we have in the same way ATG in Gujarat, India, where we are doing social activities. We are also helping youth, gap education. Also, we are doing a blood draw camp over there. We are also planning over here also. Those kind of medical activities. There is a lot of gap in a student or dropout student, so we give them like a career education like a turner, fitter, welder, CNC machine operator, so they can get a better job and work and find their own bread. So that's the activity we are doing now. We are fortunate that we have Janet Go with us, our foundation director. Now we're going to support her to fulfill our dream. And she is really planning to, invest about $1 million in next 2 to 3 years in young people and education. That's our dream, next 2 to 3 years, to invest $1 million. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our second celebration of American Pinball. One more time, first and foremost, thank you to whole pinball community and coin-op businesses for welcoming American Pinball as an integral part of their community and businesses. American Pinball has started in 2017 with quality and integrity as being its foundation, something not always the norm in this pinball industries. There is mom and pop shop. So despite the challenges of being a startup and the pandemic, our quality and integrity had always been there, and the demand for our games has never been higher as more and more people discover our great games. Mr. David Hicks and the current team, they have a very good plan, and currently it's amazing in this American Pinball history that we have about 1,200 games on back order. And also they are planning to moving forward next year with 2,400 games to ship to serve our community. And it's also good because one more thing, the pinball is not always some kind of gambling. It's fun. It's a family game, so that's why. So our dream and roadmap for next 3 years to have at least 6 titles, out of them including both original and license. So that's our goal next 3 years, and that's our contribution to pinball community. The question came up, why foundation and pinball together in this event? Why we can matching those two? So it's a very simple answer. American Pinball is dedicated to entertainment involving the whole family at home and friend circle and hangout place, which is our goal. Giving them an alternative to so-called digital media. Otherwise, people, just stuck in the digital media. So we are giving a family atmosphere. To continue realizing the vision of giving back to society and empowering family values, I seek blessing from all of you. Also, I seek blessing from my ancestor, parents, and families and well-wishers from bottom of my heart. Last but not the least, success of the event would not be possible without you or your support. Relentless effort of Aimtron, American Pinball team with all our managers and hardworking people, in addition to shower of love from Almighty. Thank you again all for devoting your precious time and encourage Vasani family in our journey forward.
Thank you everyone to come here, and just add one more thing. Everybody have a nice and happy holiday and happy New Year. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. We forgot that. Yeah, holiday is coming around the corner, so wish you all the best for everybody and enjoy the holiday and have fun in Happy New Year. Thank you, Janet.
And I'm so grateful for all that you're doing here to bring forward that next generation of leaders, build on all the talents that we have innately in this region, and make sure that we continue to maintain our dominance in this region. And with any luck, maybe we'll play a pinball game or two before we move forward. So thank you so much, Mukesh, for all that you've done. It's my pleasure to be here.
I want to thank everybody for coming. Obviously, we're here in Palatine, and it's near and dear to my heart, as Janet said. Born and raised in Palatine, met my wife at Fremd High School. We have 2 children, both graduated from Fremd High School. I'm all in when it comes to Palatine. So this is where I want to be. This is what I'd like to do for as long as the residents will have me. I've known Mukesh for quite some time now in the Vasani family, and I want to just tell you, when we sat down the first time, him and Art and myself, and had breakfast and started talking about his vision for what he wanted to bring to Palatine, he invested in a building on Vermont Street, a building that was literally a shell with gravel floors, and he invested brick and mortar into this community, brought a great business, a world-class business and headquarters here to Palatine. For 99% of entrepreneurs in the world, that would have been enough. But it wasn't enough for Mukesh and for his team. He found another building, the building we're in now here on Hicks Road, another building that was in pretty poor repair, and took an opportunity to invest again into the community, brick and mortar, built this building. As you see today, you're not going to find a manufacturing building that is as clean or as state-of-the-art as this building is. Brought another business to Palatine. I don't need to tell you how important that is as a mayor of a town, to bring another business to our town and to invest, again, brick and mortar, in a beautiful building here in Palatine. And for, again, 99.9% of entrepreneurs, that did enough. That's 2 buildings, that's 2 businesses, that's two viable world-class headquarters, that's jobs, that's investment in the community. That did enough, but not for Mukesh and not for the Vasani family. They decided to invest in people. And that's the thing that we're here to celebrate today, the Aimtron Foundation. So here we go. It's just not enough for him to be in this community with his business. He wants to be in this community with both feet. And that's how Mukesh is, and that's how the Vasani family are. So we're the beneficiaries of that here in Palatine, not just for what he's invested in our community and the benefits that we see from that, but now the next step, investing in our kids. And people ask me all the time, what's Palatine's greatest export? You know, Mukesh would like to say it's chips and it's pinball machines, but it isn't. It's kids. We export into the world great young people, and that's what Mukesh is investing in today, and investing in for years to come with the Aimtron Foundation. So, on behalf of the Village of Palatine, on behalf of our residents, Mukesh, to you and your team, I'd like to just say thank you very much, and we look forward to a lot of great years here in Palatine.
So thank you very much. I want to thank you all. I have a lot of friends here and a lot of people I've worked with in the past, and I'm very excited to make new friends too. But I want to also welcome you to a historic event. Okay, think about this. Chicago has always been the home of pinball. Whether we go back to the years of Gottlieb or Bally or even Williams, and there's some United back in the days. This has been a historical event to be able to dedicate American Pinball's new location. And I am so proud to have all of you here in attendance. AAMA is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. We got 225 members representing 5 communities of the out-of-home amusement industry. Manufacturers, like this, distributors, suppliers, professional service organizations, and family entertainment center owner-operators. Now fast forward to why we're here today, to celebrate the opening of a pinball manufacturing company. I think it's safe to say pinball is back and better than ever. Right on. Now I have a list, and you can have your own, of 4 intrinsically American things. And on my list, those 4 include baseball, bourbon, blues, and of course, pinball. But pinball is more than just a product, right? It's an art form where creators and players alike can express themselves. Like baseball, there's no time limit. You play until the last ball drains. Like bourbon, it's an acquired taste, one that deepens in appreciation the more you experience. And like the blues, it awakens emotions and passions you feel deep inside
as you struggle to keep the ball in play. At its most basic, it's a simple bat and ball game. But pinball today, it's a bat and ball game on steroids. I thank American Pinball for their membership in AAMA.
Again, I wanted to thank all of you for joining us here today. I hope that you learned a little bit more about our work in the community through our new efforts with the Aimtron Foundation, as well as our manufacturing operations with American Pinball. I'd like to thank our honored guests, elected officials. I thank you, Pete, for joining us and giving us a little bit more history on pinball, as well as David. Thank you. We needed that. Before we end the program, we'd like to announce some raffle prizes and a raffle winner. So, Shruti, you want to come up and do that? And Did everybody get a ticket before? Did everyone pull a raffle ticket? And if you haven't, we can quickly hand them out. You want to raise your hand if you didn't, so that we can drop your ticket real fast?